Hey everyone, Dean from Independent Land Rover Specialists. Welcome back. Welcome to 2025, our first video for the year. Now it's been a hot second since we did one of our videos. Where we left off is with our trade-up series, where we'll be buying a vehicle for $1,000. We fixed that up with the goal of purchasing the new Defender Octa. Since our last video, a lot has been going on behind the scenes to get ready for this Octa build. So a little refresher on this trade-up series, we bought a Discovery 2, a 2003 Discovery 2 for $1,000, fixed that up, turned it around for $17,500. So we used the funds from the first Discovery that we sold, and we bought another Discovery 2 at $2,000. It was Rutland red. We repainted it, cleaned up the chassis, redid all the mechanical, gave it a 2-inch lift, put some aggressive tires on it, and we turned that around for $29,000. So once we sold the red 2000 Discovery, and we had the funds, we were presented with quite a few opportunities that we couldn't turn down. Like this, and like this, and like this. And the one that we're most excited about that will hopefully push us over the goal line is this. You may have seen this on some of our social medias, some of the behind the scenes work that we've been doing. This is a 1994 North America spec soft top Defender. So some of the work we have done is we have removed the body from the frame. The frame was super rusted. We removed the frame, redid all the suspension, all the axles, everything underneath, remated the body down. The engine was completely seized, so we've upgraded that to a 4.6 V8 and installed that. And hopefully in the next week we'll have this up and running. We are going to focus on some of the interior work, and then we're going to get this turned around. So let's do a quick walk around. I'll show you kind of some of the work we've done and what still has to be done on it. The big reason of why we got this vehicle for so cheap, the original chassis was like Swiss cheese, super rusted. So beyond anything that was repairable. So we lifted the body off the frame, stripped the old chassis down, cut the chassis up, threw it away, got this brand new galvanized chassis, and we redid all of the axles, all the internals of the axles, all the suspension is new, all the brakes, everything that bolted to the chassis we touched and redid, and then remated the body down onto the chassis. So as you can see, galvanized everything, all stainless steel hardware. We've upgraded all the steering components, all the brake lines are stainless steel, fuel lines stainless steel, new shock absorbers, new springs. Really gone through and future-proofed this so that anyone who has it at the beach, the car is going to outlast all the elements. Once it's all up and running, we will be focusing on the interior. As you can see, we've torn out a lot of the interior already. We have all new rubber mats for it. So as you can see, we've already torn out a lot of the interior. We're going to be cleaning this all up, changing out all the original hardware here to stainless steel. We have all the original rubber floor matting that we've purchased to go back in. We're going to be redoing the seats. We have new rubber mats for the back. So really cleaning up the interior. So another thing we're doing to improve this 94 Defender 90 is we have the original doors that came from Land Rover. These were aluminum skins on a steel frame. Common problem with Land Rovers is they would get a lot of galvanic corrosion where the two dissimilar metals meet and they start bubbling, which this is starting all in the skin, and then the steel frames rot. So instead of fixing this up and just putting it back on the vehicle, it isn't in too bad a shape, but we've decided to improve that and go with these aftermarket doors. So these are custom made, so they have still the original aluminum skins, but they have galvanized frames which have been strengthened. So a lot stronger than the original, a lot heavier. Still the original aluminum, but this way we won't get any galvanic corrosion and the frames won't rot. So we'll be getting these over to our paint shop, get them painted, We've already rebuilt the top door pieces, all new rubber sliding pieces to that, so these will go on the truck to finish it off. So once we're done, this is just going to be a fantastic vehicle for a family to have at their beach house, that'll be able to withstand corrosion and really last a long time. So excited to get this one turned around and off to a new owner. So one of the reasons we managed to get this vehicle for so cheap was the original 3.9 V8 engine that it came with had lost oil pressure, oil pump went bad, and the engine seized up. So we pulled the engine out when we did the frame swap, and we improved it and installed one of the later V8 engines, almost the same engine, but the later one, and it's a 4.6 from a Range Rover P38, which is one of the better of the original V8 engines. So as you can see, we've now installed the new engine. Although the plenum here on the top still says 3.9 from the original, when you look at it, it all looks original, but the guts inside, all the internals are 4.6. So the block is the new cross-drilled, side-bolted block, and 4.6 crank pistons, etc. The heads have been redone, all resealed, cleaned up, and ready to go. Well, there you have it. Thanks for joining me on this walk around of our 94 Defender 90. Are we going to make this happen? Once again, the heat is on. We have just a few more months to get this one finished off, turned around, and focus our attention on these other builds, which we are excited to share with you. And hopefully we can make this happen and pick up our Octa on March 21st. So once again, thanks for joining us. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram, TikTok, on our Facebook page, and we'll see you in the next video. Once again, thanks so much for joining us. Please check us out on